everyone, welcome back to another vlog. Hope you're doing well. Today is Monday, and as I mentioned in my last video, I'm flying to Zurich today for work, so I need to leave today. My flight is only tomorrow morning, but the company booked me a hotel at the airport tonight because my flight is super duper early, so that was very kind of them. I don't have to wake up so early. I can just head straight to the airport, I guess, like walk to the airport when I wake up, so that is good. Excuse my crazy hair, I still need to do it because I just washed it, but I also need to pack and have dinner at some point and then leave. I really don't want to spend any more time than I have to at that hotel, so I'm gonna go as late as possible. I'm probably just gonna go after dinner, but yeah, that is my plan for today. I only have one like under the seat backpack because I'm only in Zurich for one night. I will try and bring my camera if I can fit it. If not, I'll probably just end up vlogging on my phone. But yeah. Okay, the hair is kind of done. It's still a bit wet because I got tired of blow drying it, so I just gave up. But I'm gonna start packing now and then hopefully it'll be dry by the time I'm finished. Okay, so I finished packing basically my essentials, but now I need to figure out what crochet project I'm gonna bring on the plane. I need to figure something out that is easy for me to make without having to try it on, because I don't think I'm gonna be trying on the project while I'm sat on the plane or like on set. So I'm gonna scroll on Pinterest for a little bit and see what I can do. I really want to use this yarn that I actually planned for another project, but I realized that it might be a bit too thick. But this is the cotton from We Are Knitters. I love this yarn. It feels so nice and soft. It's so just beautifully shiny. I don't know if you can tell. And they sent me a bunch of it, so I don't really know what to do with that, but I do want to use it for something, so I'm gonna see what I can think of. Okay, so I've just scrolled on Pinterest for a little bit, and I remember that actually in my last vlog I spoke about doing like a long sleeve spring florally top, so I think I'm gonna do that on my trip. I'm gonna get started on that, and I found this picture on Pinterest which I really love. I will insert it here. But I just really love like the v-neck and the loose flowy vibe of it, so I'm gonna try and recreate something like this. Also, this pin is just really funny because I searched it up and I have it saved, and I noticed that it was actually a YouTube link. So I clicked on it, and this is the video, and the first comment that comes up says, "I'm reporting this page as a lie." So that is quite funny. They don't even link the pattern or anything in the description. It's literally just a slideshow of pictures of crochet tops, but that's fine because you know me and you know I'm gonna figure out how to do it on my own by just looking at the picture. As you can see in the picture, the yarn looks a bit thinner, which I actually do want to use a thinner yarn for this because I do want to be able to wear it during the summer or during spring, and this yarn unfortunately I think would be a bit too thick. I think the website, when I ordered this stuff, it suggested a 5mm hook, but I think I'm going to use the Paintbox DK yarn, some of the leftover yarn that I have from my previous projects, and make it using a 4 or a 4.5mm hook, but I will do a little test swatch and see how it turns out because I don't want there to be holes in the top because I do want to be able to wear it without anything underneath. So I'm just gonna go through my yarn stash and see what I can use. I just have like loads of bags of yarn. I do want to also make this in like a lighter color. So preferably I would use a white yarn to make this. I actually really want to use this color. It's like an off-white kind of tan color, but I don't have enough of either, so I'm just gonna have to use this yellow, which is the same yellow that I used for the summer top, that little bandeau one with the mesh on it. If you watch that video, I'm just gonna use that same yarn and try to use it up, and if I like how it turns out I might just make it again with a nicer color. I also would like to use this yarn, but I actually don't know what this yarn is because I took the tag off and I can't find it anywhere. So yellow it is. It's also currently only 4:30, so I might just actually get started on the top now for a little bit and figure out what kind of hook size I want to use, and then I know which hook to bring. And I will also bring a little tape measure if I can find it on my desk somewhere, because I've just put that yarn everywhere. But I do have a tape measure which would come in handy for crocheting this while I'm on my trip, because just in case I can't try it on, I can measure it. But you know, I'm not a fan of measuring. I am a fan of just putting it on and hoping for the best. Here is my collection of hooks. I exclusively use these Tulip Etimo hooks, I think that's what they're called. I crochet with these for like hours straight, which is probably not good, but I also just noticed that I have two 4mm hooks and no 4.5, so I don't know why I have that. Okay, so it turns out I don't have a 4.5. I swear I had a 4.5, but I only have a 4, a 5, or a 6, which I think will definitely be too big. Okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna use the 4mm hook because I know for a fact that the 5 will just have huge holes in it. As for the construction of this top, I probably should save the picture on my phone so I know what it looks like. Okay, so just by looking at the picture, I already kind of know how I'm going to construct this. I'm definitely going to start with the top v-neck portion and then add the sleeves and then work on that lace at the bottom. So I'm going to get started on that top v-neck section, and it hopefully shouldn't take me too long. The sleeves I know will take me a very long time, but the rest of the top should be pretty quick, especially since the bottom is just like a lace, so most of it is just chains. I also don't know if I'm going to do that exact flower pattern that she has, if I can find it. I really like it, I think it's cute, but I'm not about to try to figure that out myself, so I will search on Pinterest for some flower motifs, and if I can find it, I'll use that one, but if not, I will just find a different one that I like. So to start, I'm just going to make a foundation chain that's the width of the top, and I'm also going to use double crochets for this. So I kind of forgot to record the rest of my day, but here's me the next day on my way to the airport. I did end up staying at that hotel because it was kind of far and it would have been faster for me to just get the train there in the morning. So I flew to Zurich and I saw on the train there was a tuba. It was really weird. But this is outside where we did the show. The show was in kind of like a warehouse place, but yeah, here's me in hair and makeup, and this was the first day, so we were just doing fittings, rehearsals for the show, like where we were supposed to walk and stuff, and it was quite a long day. I think we finished at 7 p.m. and I've been up since 3:30 at this point, but I had a banging dinner, and then this was my room for the night. It was really cute. I slept so well this day. But yeah, and the next day it was the actual show. The show was only at 4 p.m. so we kind of had a lot of time to kill. We just did rehearsals in the morning, and then afterwards we obviously all wanted to see the photos. And there's me on the screen. I really don't know how much I'm allowed to show because I don't want to get sued. But yeah, afterwards we went to the after party and celebrated, and there's me on the poster. But the after party was so cool. They had recorded us doing the rehearsals on the first day and we're playing it like on the big screen. But then afterwards I just flew back home. I've got a package. I just got back from Zurich. I got back last night at like midnight. Why is it every time I start talking, something starts making noise? I got back from Zurich last night. I got home at about midnight, so I didn't really film anything, but I actually realized that I forgot to update you like on the top that I was making while I was there. So I didn't do much, but this is what I've got. So I've done kind of the V shape for the top, and I'm also quite scared because I wasn't really like putting this on against me or anything because I didn't want to look like a freak. I was crocheting this while I was like on set. Yeah, I've got this so far, so it's going really well. I'm still gonna have to make the back piece, the sleeves, and the lace at the bottom, so this is how it's going. But I'm really happy with how it's coming out, like the shape. I think it's pretty similar to the picture. I feel like I probably could have done with making it a little bit longer, but it's fine. I can always extend the back piece instead. So that's probably what I will do because I've realized that like if I put this at the top, it doesn't really cover my boob. So I'll probably just make the back pieces like longer on here so it comes lower at the front, if that makes sense. But that is the plan. As for my package, I'm really excited. I bought stitch markers finally because why do I not own any? Like this whole time I've been living here, I've not crocheted with stitch markers. And then I got 2 new tulip crochet hooks. I live by these. I don't know if there's a difference between the red ones and the grey ones. I have the grey ones, but I've not tried these. I'm pretty sure they're the same thing. I hope they are because I really love those grey ones. So if these are different, I might be a bit sad. I got a 4.5mm hook because I realized I don't have one. And I got a 2mm hook because I bought this lace yarn. I don't know what I was thinking, as if I'm actually gonna make something with this, but I don't have a hook small enough to crochet with this, so I just got a 2mm hook. In case I do ever decide to face this. Anything I make with this yarn will take like 1,000 years, so this will be saved for when I am ready. But yeah, that is pretty much it for the top. I will continue working on that today. I also have a casting later at 4 o'clock, so I'll have to go there at some point. And also at the show, when we were leaving, there was like a big bin of socks that we could just take, so I grabbed 3 pairs of these really cute pink socks. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. That is the first thing I've gotten from On since I've started working with them. I've worked with them like 4 times. Anyways, I'm gonna get back to working on this. Just to explain a little bit of what I've done. I did a foundation double crochet of 60, and then I did like 8 rows of just back and forth double crocheting, and then I crocheted to the middle and then decreased on one side so that it creates this V-neck shape. So I've done one side, now I'm working on the other, and then once I'm done that, I will do the back piece and just make sure it fits like up here. And then I will probably start on the sleeves, and then I'll do the lace part last, because I haven't decided what lace pattern I want to do yet. And I'm not sure if I will actually be able to do a lace pattern like the picture, just because the yarn I'm using I think is a little bit too thick for that. So I might just do like a shell pattern or something. I don't really know, but I'll see what I decide. Okay, so it's now at 2:45. I'm about to get ready for my casting, but update on as I was saying, this is what I've got so far. I need to do just a few more rows left, and then I'm pretty much done for this corner. I have like 2 rows left and I ran out of yarn, which is the most annoying thing ever, but yeah, this is what it's looking like. I think actually I'm also gonna block the pieces before I stitch them together, because as you can see they're a bit short for what I need, but I'm sure if I block them they'll like be the right size. So I might actually block my pieces for the first time ever in a video. I'll obviously show you how I end up doing that. I'll probably block them together so they're the exact same size. But yeah, right now I'm gonna get ready. I'm gonna pick an outfit because I don't know what to wear. Okay, so it's now like 10:15 and I've been working on this since the last time I filmed, and literally this is only how much of the sleeve I've got done. I had to undo the row, or the first row, quite a few times because I had to try and figure out like the correct number of stitches, but I finally managed. So now I just have to crochet like 100 rows and it should be fine. Anyways, I was like crocheting and then I realized I was really hungry, and then I realized I didn't have any food in my fridge because I've been traveling for the past few days. So I ordered something on Uber and I'm so excited because I ordered sushi and I haven't had sushi in ages. So I'm gonna go downstairs and eat my sushi while watching a TV show. I've been watching Daisy Jones and the Six at the moment because I read the book and I really like the book, so I'm now watching the show and so far it's pretty good. So it's now the next day and I've just been working on this all morning. This is where I'm at with the sleeve so far, so progress is being made. I'm really excited. I think it's gonna be so cute. But I was in the middle of this when a really exciting package arrived for me. Motelrocks sent me a few things, so I'm gonna do a little try on. I'm so excited. I got a bunch of like spring and summery things, so I'm gonna try everything on and show you how it looks. Okay, so first I got this pair of jeans. I'll link everything that I got in the description, but I think they're the parallel low-rise ones, but they're in this really cool brown color. I don't know how I can show you the whole thing, but I got them really oversized so that they would be like baggy and like extra low-rise, but this is the first thing. Okay, and then I got this really cute like tartan tie-up dress. I think the pattern and the shape is so cute, and there's a zipper at the back, so it really like fits well. Okay, and now this dress was a struggle to put on. I probably could have done with a size up, but it is so cute. It's like a little skirt top dress, I don't even know, but it's got like holes for a belt, so I feel like this would be pretty cute. Let me try it with a belt. Okay, this belt probably really does not match, but like this is the first thing that I grabbed out of my closet, so with a belt is really cute. Probably not this one, but like I see the vision. Okay, and then I got this just basic green top. Anyways, I'm gonna take a quick break for lunch now. Thank you, Motel, for sending me everything. And then once I'm done, I will get back to that project. Okay, we're back. It is now 7:30 p.m. I've finished one sleeve. I haven't even counted how many rows I ended up doing. And I'm kind of scared too because I'm gonna have to do the same thing on the other side. But this is what it's looking like so far. So, time to work on the other sleeve. I've basically finished the sleeve in like 4 or 5 hours, I think. I've been working on it all day because I did take a break for lunch, took a break to go to the supermarket. I did a bunch of stuff today, so this has not been a full day of crocheting. This has been like hours, a few hours. Time to count the number of rows and see how many I have to do for the other side. Okay, so the sleeve I did 44 rows, which is actually not as bad as I expected it to be. I was expecting it to be like 60 rows. So I'm just gonna use a stitch marker to basically secure the end because I don't want to cut this yarn off. I want to use it to stitch up the top so I don't have to weave in any ends. So I've secured it and now I'm gonna crochet the other sleeve. I don't know if I mentioned, but I literally just crocheted like straight into the side of the top. I didn't do a separate piece and then sew it, which kind of was a bit fiddly with like trying to figure out the stitch count, but it should be fine even though I have to do it again. Okay, so I've been crocheting for about an hour and this is how far I've gotten with the sleeve, but now I'm gonna take a break and start getting ready to go for dinner with my flatmates. But I'll probably work on this when I get home if I'm not too tired, and work on it tomorrow obviously, and I will update you tomorrow on how far I get. But hopefully by tomorrow I can stitch up this portion and then start working on the lace. So I might start looking tonight for inspiration on how I want to do that lace bit. But yeah, I think that is pretty much all that is left to do for the top. I will update you tomorrow. Finally done. I'm so sick of doing double crochets. I finished both of the sleeves finally, so I'm gonna sew up the top. To be honest, today I've kind of been slacking on the crochet. It's already Saturday and I really wanted to put this vlog up by tomorrow or Monday, but it's not looking like the case. So I'm gonna take a break for lunch though, because I haven't even eaten yet. I've just been like crocheting this. And I also last minute decided that I want to get a haircut today because I wanted to treat myself. So I'm gonna head there later. My haircut's only at 7 p.m. so I have a couple hours until I have to go. So I'll see how much of this I can get done. And I also still have not picked which lace pattern I want to do, so I'll probably look on Pinterest while I eat. But that is my little update for you. I can't believe I haven't finished a single project in this week's vlog. That is quite bad as compared to last week when I finished 2 projects. Was it 2? Oh my god, no, I made like 3 things last week. It's fine. I'm just gonna blame my 2 days of work in Zurich because that's my only excuse. Okay, so I finished stitching the 2 pieces together. However, I could have probably done with making this a little bit longer because it's really cropped. So I think I might add on an extra few rows before I start doing whatever lace pattern I decide to do. But otherwise, the neckline is really cute. The sleeves fit well. Like, it's just, this is a bit short. I'm gonna add a few rows and then get started on the lace. Okay, so I added a few rows to the bottom of this, but now I'm gonna go for my haircut. So this is what it's looking like so far. And honestly, you can't really even tell where I started double crocheting on it, which is great because the stitches are technically going the opposite ways, but you can't really see, so it's all good. This is what it looks like with an extra 2 rows added to the bottom, so I might do 2 or 3 more depending on how long I want it. I want it long enough to be able to lift my arms without anything showing, because obviously this part here is going to be like mesh so you can see through it, and I don't want to lift my arms up and expose the girls. So I'm going to add on however many rows it takes for me to be able to do that, basically. Okay, so I got back from my haircut and I had dinner, and oh my god, I'm so happy with it. It's probably really hard to see in this light, so I will take a better clip in the morning, but my curls are looking so fresh. Yeah, Harrison just did an amazing job as always, so if you're a curly girl in London or curly guy, you should definitely check him out. I will add his Instagram because he's really good with curly hair. I also haven't really worked on the top since I got back because I've just been cooking and eating, but I will work on it tomorrow morning. I haven't even added the 2 extra rows I said I was gonna do. Or maybe I'll do the 2 extra rows before I go to sleep, and then in the morning I can just get started on the lace and have it done. I really don't think this vlog is gonna come out by Sunday, so this will probably be Monday or Tuesday. That is the update so far. Okay, so since last night I've actually only done 1 row, and I just wanted to try it on to see how it's looking, and I think this length is okay, but I'm just gonna do 1 or 2 more rows, and I'm gonna start adding decreases just so it cinches in a little bit, because as you can see it's kind of a bit loose, but that's also partly because I just need to block it. So I'm going to do a row or 2 with some decreases in it just to make it a little bit more fitted, and then I will do the lace and then I'll block everything at the end. And you can tell how lazy I am to block my stuff, because at first I was like, I'm gonna block it before I stitch it together, and then I was like, I'll block it when the sleeves are done, and then it's probably not gonna end up getting blocked. I'm gonna be honest. This is where we are at so far. Okay, so I just did a row with some decreases. I figured out that like the perimeter of my top is 120 stitches, so I did a decrease every 8 stitches, and I think the shape is much better. It doesn't look like it's kind of sticking out. So I guess now I'm gonna start lace, or I might do 1 more row of decrease actually because it's still not looking safe. Okay, so I've used 2 stitch markers to mark out the middle of the front of the top, basically down the middle of the v-neck, and I've decided I'm actually not going to do a lace kind of pattern just because I've realized this yarn is a bit thick, so anything I do won't really come out that detailed. So instead I'm going to do a triple crochet mesh stitch, and as I go down I'm going to increase in hook size so that it kind of becomes more flowy, if that makes sense. I'll see if I can find a reference picture because I have a picture in my mind that I saw on Pinterest ages ago, but I don't know if I actually have it saved. So I'm gonna do a quick search and see if I can find what I'm looking for. Okay, so I found the picture. I will insert it here, but this is what I'm envisioning for the bottom. Just this mesh stitch, and it gets bigger as you go down. So I'm gonna do the first row of this mesh stitch using my 4mm hook, which is what I've been using for this entire pattern. And then for the next row, I will increase to a 4.5 or a 5. I haven't decided yet, but... Okay, so little update. I've done 5 rows of this mesh stitch so far. So I started with 2 rows of the 4mm, and then I did 2 rows of the 5, and now I'm on my first row with a 6mm hook. And I think I'm just gonna keep doing this pattern, like increasing the hook size every 2 rows until I reach about here, I think. I might put on a pair of like low-rise jeans or like a skirt or something that I would actually wear this with so that I can figure out how long I want it to be, but so far I think it's looking pretty cute. Oh my god, I finally finished the top. I ended up doing 8 rows of the mesh stitch. I did 4, 5, 6, 7mm hooks, and this is how it has turned out. I cannot believe this took me a whole week to make. I think if I were to make this top again, I would make it so there's no gap down the middle because I feel like it'd be really cute, like fully mesh. So if I ever do a tutorial for this, which I probably won't because this took me so long, I will probably make it so that it's closed. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end the vlog here, and next week I'm definitely gonna be working on smaller projects because this took me so long. I cannot believe this was the only thing I crocheted this week, so sorry about that. But I did have work, so as usual everything will be linked in the description, so any yarn that I use or like Pinterest references, you can all find it down there. Also, if you would like to see my crochet projects before I post them on YouTube, then you should definitely follow my Instagram and my TikTok. I post on there usually before these videos come out just because these videos take me quite a while to edit. So yeah, if you're interested in being the first one to see these, then go follow those. Oh yeah, and also I know I mentioned that I was gonna include my blocking process in this video. I will probably include that in the next video on how I block this top, just because if I include it in this vlog it's gonna take me so long to post this. So I will definitely block this top in the next video, so if you are interested to know how I end up doing that, because I also am interested to know how I end up doing that, then you should definitely watch next week's vlog because I promise I will include it in there. But yeah, if you have any crochet suggestions or want a tutorial for this, please don't ask me for one. No, I'm kidding. Just this top took me so long, so if I do post a tutorial for this, it'll probably be out in a few weeks. But other than that, hope you had a lovely week, hope you enjoyed the vlog, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!